Everyone can hear us too. Come on, Roy, do your thing, man.
I'm not seeing us on YouTube, but
No.
Okay, I'll say hello to
Yeah, we
everybody.
have a delay, dude. Don't forget.
Yeah, hi guys. You know what we need? We need a theme song. we
Yeah,
need
you're right.
we need like
Everyone can
a
hear us too.
cheesy Prog Report live theme song.
Come on, Roy, do your thing, man.
I'm not
Um,
seeing us on YouTube,
there's
but
someone
okay,
with
I'll
an
say
echo.
hello to
Yeah, we
everybody.
have an echo.
Yeah, somebody's playing. Somebody lower your screen, your volume on your YouTube. Well, here we go.
Me. Sorry.
All right, hi guys. We have a special guest joining us, the one and only Mr. Bailey.
I'm a special guest.
You're the special
That's
guest.
not very
Yeah.
special.
The bar is set very low.
Not very special for me. I was expecting a proper special guest.
Yeah, you're the special guest, and returning is Dan and Nick.
Hey,
Hello,
everyone.
guys.
Happy Saturday.
Still trying to figure out how to do these live streams, but thanks for joining us again. And yeah, we're gonna just well, if you followed us last time, we had a little bit of a glitch at the end where YouTube cut us off. We think we have fixed that problem, but we're gonna just let you know in advance that if we do get cut off, that just means the live stream is over.
It's a very unpolite way to end it. Just goodbye. See you later. You know.
Yeah. We think we have the copyright stuff under control and will allow us to play. Guys, please let us know if we're too low or too loud. After listening back, I know my voice was overly distorted. Trying to compensate.
That's how you sound in real life.
True. Fact. All right. So what we did last time, we just sort of recap some updates to what's new on the Prog Report. We did a podcast we put out this week. Nick and I spoke with Nick DiVirgilio and recapped some Tears for Fears songs. It's a lot of fun. And if you want to check that out. Now the audio versions have little music clips of the songs. The video does not, but but you could check that out. That was a lot of fun. There's also a review of Pattern Seeking Animals, also by Nick. He's been very busy. And a very well-written review as well. Why don't we go around and talk a little bit about what we're listening to? I think that's a good way to start. So who wants to go first? What's on your playlist this week?
I think Geoff should go first because he's the
Jeff's the special
guest.
Because
guest.
I'm special. Well, I really enjoyed listening to the Tears for Fears podcast, guys. It was really good. I tend to get a reputation as the person who goes for the deep cuts, but boy, oh boy, did you guys have your spades and shovels and we're digging deep into the catalog there. But it was really, really good. Enjoyed it. What have I been listening to? Well, I know you talked about it last week, but Kite Parade is still on my playlist, pretty much permanently in my car, apart from bringing it in here. Really good album if you haven't heard it. What else? I've been listening to some Robert Fripp and Brian Eno and some King Crimson, which I know many people in this particular group who are on screen don't really enjoy very much. And the other thing that I listened to last night, Theater have been doing the reissues, Lost but Not Forgotten, which is the kind of a lot of the stuff that they put out probably a while ago. And I noticed there was one out yesterday, which is this one. The original version was this one here, which is a 1993 New York City show right about the time of Images and Words.
You have the original version?
Yep. No, that's it there. I keep my CDs in these little plastic things. But it's kind of got sort of a few songs from the first album, lots from Images and Words, and it's got a 20-minute change of seasons as well.
Yeah, that's an early version, right?
An early version, and great, and stuff like Eve and To Live Forever and things like that. Really, really good. That's out, and I've also been reading Mark Kelly from Marillion, his book.
Oh, you did get it finally.
I did decide to get it, yeah, and it's very, very entertaining if you're into Marillion, or if you're not, it's pretty good. That's what I've been doing, as well as everything else in life.
Nice.
Nick, what about you?
Yeah, well, like Geoff, I've also been listening to the Kite Parade. I only heard it for the first time last week, as we said in last week's stream. Just think the album is amazing. It's getting better and better for me. So that's one. Pattern Seeking Animals, been listening to more or less every day too. And then I've decided to go back in time a little bit this week. And I've been listening to one of my favorite bands, It Bites, who released a live collection. I think it was in 2018. Am I right, Geoff? Thereabouts. I really love this band, and again, knowing that perhaps our American audience doesn't know them as much as our European audience does. It Bites, Francis Dunnery, and his cohorts, just a really amazing band. It's pretty nostalgic stuff, this, for me, because
I've never seen that. I should check that out.
Yeah, I grew up listening to this band, and I really love it. Also had a good listen this week to another live album that was released a few years ago, Tangecanic, Hotel Can't Afford It.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I really love this album. It's really good. It's a kind of a hybrid between The Tangent and Jonas
Car
Reingold's
Mechanic,
band Car
yeah.
Mechanic. These are really legendary musicians on here. It was a tour which had drummer Steve Roberts from previously from Magenta join them, who's a wonderful drummer, and of course the great Jonas Reingold himself, Andy Tillison, Goran Edman from Car Mechanic, and Luke Mashin. What was very interesting about this release was it was two bands sort of melded into one on a live tour, and you know, they were unabashed and unashamed about the fact that it was due to economic reasons, which is why they called this thing Hotel Can't Afford It. which I thought was hilarious. But the musicality on it is just great, fantastic. I've also been in the lead up to Morsefest, which is not far away now. I've been revisiting some old Morsefest videos and audio recordings. And of course, Geoff, I know this one is close to your heart as it is to mine. The live recording of The Great Nothing that was done at Morsefest in 2018. Very, very emotional moment for me, and I know for Victor, who's one of us and feels the same way as well. So this was just a very, very special moment. I'm in an emotional mood at the moment. So
a very emotional moment for Kyle Graves when Neil Morse punched him in the jaw accidentally turning to the stage. So if anybody's seen that and you hear Neil going, "Sorry, man," he realized
that's
that
the reason.
In turning he kind of smacked Kyle in the face.
That's awesome.
And then I'm listening to everything Morsefest that I can get my hands on, well, that I have already got my hands on, and so that's just an example. I mean, I've got them piled up here. Nice.
You're busy. You're busy, man. You got a lot going on down there.
Yeah.
How about you, Dan?
Yeah. So, I've been in the Morsefest mood too. I think it's partly due to Christian's highlight videos he's been doing, and Neo's been posting in those socials. Rumor has it there's a private secret version of those videos that I might share later with you guys.
I've heard that rumor.
Yeah, but I've been in the mood, so definitely getting ready for that. But I'm also, from last week, I checked some of the bands like Kite Parade. I listened to some of it. I revisited Jonas. I almost said Reingold, but it's Lindbergh. Jonas Lindbergh on the other side. And actually, I think this live thing that we're doing now might be a good way to get me to listen to some different stuff. Because
apparently. Because as we were playing everything, you're like, I've never heard this. I've never heard that one either.
So after last week, I went back and checked on the comments, not the live chat, the actual comments. And I encourage people to comment there as well for recommendations that we might check. I actually got a couple from there. And one is from the band Lalu, which I think, did we listen to it last week?
We did not listen to it live. We talked about it,
We talked about it, yeah. And Scott Medina, a friend of ours, he commented on the video, said we should listen to it, and I did. And I think it's a really good album. One of the main songs, I don't have the list right here, but there's like two couple songs. One is the Paint the Sky, maybe? Sorry, but it's really, really brilliant stuff and like prog rock, classic sounding, and also Maastricht, which is one that was recommended by Rodrigo Altaf. He's also Brazilian, and the band is also Brazilian, and actually super like international stuff because the album title is Italian. They sing mostly in English, but there's a song in Portuguese. They are Brazilian, and there's also a song in Spanish. So it goes kind of everywhere. If you're interested in language and music, it's sort of a cool band to journey around. And they have an interesting sound. I think the beginning of the album was very impressive to me. They went to a couple of very different and interesting places, and it's a long one. So towards the end, I was kind of getting used to it yet, but for the most part, I really liked it. It's cool stuff. And
Very cool.
also another band I was listening to. I don't remember anyone mentioning, but Rendezvous Point. You guys heard
Oh yeah,
them?
those guys, sure.
Yeah. So I listen to them sometimes on streaming, but this.
But that's
week I
not new,
No, it's not
right?
new. I was listening to the album. It's not the most recent one. It's called Solar Storm. It's from 2015, I think. Really cool stuff too. Prague, just I think it's more on the line of maybe Pain of Salvation or those guys. It's a little bit heavier.
Of who? Of who?
Pain of Salvation. Yeah, Daniel Gildenlow, that guy. So yeah, that's what I've been listening to, and I'm guessing if we get more recommendations, I might check them as well because I'm in the discovery mood, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
and
my
you're
this
right.
week was my week this week wasn't so much new music, but I did get to see Dream Theater. So I had to drive up about 3 hours up to Orlando and got to check out the show. My first concert since November, which was Genesis. So that was fun. And great show. I mean, it's just killer seeing those guys. They still are the best. And the stage was great. The video screens, all that stuff was really cool. It was neat. I mean, I actually thought Labrie sounded as good as I've heard him in years. And we were up close. And I know there's rumors that he's lip syncing. He looked like he was singing to me. I couldn't see it being fake. So I thought he sounded great. The set was only 10 songs, and the set list going in, and you get to the point where there's only 3 songs left, and you're like, and you realize that the 3 songs left are an hour. There's still an hour left in the show. Ministry of Lost Souls, View from the Top of the World, and Count of Tuscany, which is crazy. But those last 3 together were just amazing. It was really, really good. And it was really cool to hear 6 O'Clock live too. I thought that went over really well.
Nice.
So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'm still sort of entertaining the Kite Parade. I do like that a lot. That's a fun album to listen to still. It's still relatively new enough that I'm into that. I because we get a lot of prog stuff that's sort of advanced that, for reviews and things like that, we're not as always current. We're for what things are out at the moment. I'm more currently listening to stuff that's not prog, which I find myself doing a lot. So it's, I was listening to the new Def Leppard song that came out the other day, and checking that out. So you'll hear me kind of ruin my prog cred quite a bit when we get live on this podcast, because I'll be talking about listening to Def Leppard and Coldplay more than not. And Ghost. I'm still listening to Ghost a lot.
Gary Barlow.
That's right.
So,
So
Danny got me thinking about South American bands last week, and it reminded me that I neglected to mention one of the best South American prog bands from Chile, called Isles. I don't know if you guys are aware
yeah,
of
I'm familiar with Isles, sure. Uh-huh.
Really good
like
band.
islands or corridors.
AILES.
Isles, as in
Isles.
corridors. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Okay.
I think we're due for a new album from them at some point
Yeah.
in the near future.
And you mentioned books. I've been reading the Dave Grohl book, which is pretty good.
I
Yeah,
love
I
Dave
recommend
Grohl.
Adam
Oh.
Bill says on chat, as long as it's not John Mayer, dude.
I
I'm a
agree.
big John
As
Mayer
long as it's
fan.
Oh,
not
dude.
you won't hear
Don't
John
agree.
Mayer from me. So
You might hear from me. So yeah,
Yeah.
don't keep your
You're gonna
expectations
hear
too
from
great.
me.
yeah.
We should check out some comments from chat.
Yeah.
Troy Mawson asks, any of you fans of IQ? I know one of
Sure.
us is.
Sure.
Yeah. Love IQ.
Sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. Any particular album or song, Roy? And Nick?
Road of Bones.
or-
Road of Bones. Great
Yeah.
album.
Dark Matters, my favorite. And actually, the last one was pretty good. What was this one called? Like Revolutions or something? Is that the name of it? With the big red moon. That was actually really good too. Frequency is good. I'm not so much into the famous one, Subterranea. Everybody loves that one. That one never really clicked with me so much. But yeah, I would say Dark Matter is probably my favorite one. That's a great one.
Cool. So Frantic Dev asked if we checked out Azure's full album in the end. I haven't yet, but it's on my list.
Yeah, me neither.
I know
But that was good.
Yeah, I think it might be Christian. Frantic Dave might be Christian. I don't know. Christian as in the person Christian, not the religion.
Right.
But
someone asked about if we're going to see Project. I won't be seeing them at Largo, but they are doing the pre-cruise party.
That's right.
So I'll get to see them there. I'm curious if anybody's going on Cruise to the Edge that's watching.
yeah, let us know. Also remember Bad Salad and Daydream 12. I don't know Daydream 12.
I remember
I'm not
Bad
familiar with
Salad.
them. But Bad Salad, I
from
remember they
Prague
played.
Nation at Sea.
You remember they did like 2 or 3 acts that were added after the fact, like Mike
Yeah.
handpicked them.
Yeah.
And I think it was Bad Salad, Felix Martin, I think might be another.
He was on
added.
there.
Yeah. And there's a third band which I don't recall. who
Wasn't it Thank You Scientists? Weren't they the other ones?
It might have been, man. And they were like way smaller back then.
Yeah.
Right now they are bigger and more popular, but back then I remember those guys walking around the cruise with the instruments and singing.
Playing Wham, Careless Whisper.
Yeah, dude.
And they had the
Careless
saxophone
Whisper all the time.
guy walking around.
That was very fun.
They tried really hard to get noticed, and they did.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
They were fun. They
Their
were good.
album from I think it was an EP from last year or album. My memories. EP. Yeah. So it was really good. It's like 4 or 5 songs long. A lot of great stuff. But yeah, Bad
Yeah.
Salad, man. It's been a while, but I know the main guy, Thiago. I've talked to them a couple times. I saw him at the NMB show in São Paulo, like more than 5 years ago. It was me and Cesar there. We talked for a bit.
So Victor is commenting. I'm wondering, is he commenting from a lacrosse match? Is he watching the live stream from lacrosse?
I'm guessing
Because then
yeah.
he's not watching lacrosse. So that would be,
I'll be very honest with you guys. I don't know what lacrosse is. I know it's a sport. I know Victor goes to it and his son plays it.
It's like hockey with
It's a mix of many sports.
yeah.
Yeah,
don't
it
really
still
know
doesn't
what
make
to say.
sense in my head. I mean,
Yeah,
I can
it's a mix
barely-
of like hockey and soccer, kind of.
Yeah.
No,
Or
not at
football.
all.
Yeah, it is. You
catch
got
the
the
ball
two
in
nets.
this sort of leather pouch.
It's like
You got the two
it's
nets
like-
with a goalie, and then
It's
you're
good.
walking around running this thing with a stick. I mean, I don't know. That's as
it's
best
a-
as I can explain it.
cross between hockey and fishing. I think with all those nets.
Yeah, exactly.
So is it an actual
Hockey
net?
and angling.
Like,
No lacrosse at the moment, says Vic. He's
Oh.
lacrosse free.
Okay.
Frantic
There we go.
Dave, is it Frantic Dave or Frantic Dav? I'm not sure.
Christian Dav. He is
What are your favorite '90s progressive or prog in disguise bands albums besides Spock's Beard? Well, I mean, they're not prog in disguise, but '90s. I mean,
Porcupine Tree.
it's really them, Dream Theater. Who else
Used.
was around?
Fates Warning.
Enchant. Trying to think. King's X was sort of, or it was still around doing
Yeah,
things.
I think it's King's X is the best like prog in disguise. As example.
From the '90s.
Yeah, from the 90s. Yeah.
Yeah. I was also into Dave Matthews Band. I still am, but that was definitely a '90s thing, which is
Oh.
to me prog in disguise.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
It is, because you haven't listened to them, and I'm telling you.
I've
Welcome
heard
to the
plenty
new
of Dave
episode of
Matthews.
Prog, Not Prog.
Yeah. That's copyright
Roy's
infringement. Prog,
Roy's
not prog.
definition of prog is if he likes it.
No, man. There's a lot of prog fans like Dave Matthews
No.
because of the drumming. No, you guys haven't heard
Big
the...
time. Carter Buford, dude. He's as prog as you get.
Absolutely. Yeah,
So,
they're great.
JD's was around, as was Big Big Train. When is the first Big Big Train album released?
Yeah,
Oh,
Frost
yeah,
were
that
around.
90s, but they were different then, and it wasn't...
it was a cassette.
Well, almost every band that you mentioned in your book, Roy, and the dozens of them
It's got a
Yeah.
were around in the 90s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Symphony X.
Frost.
Toy Matinee.
See, Frantic
Toy
says
Matinee.
Dave Matthews is super prog in disguise. Right on. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay. He just wants the stuff read out.
Troy Mawson
But
says
Toy Matinee, I agree, it's good. Yeah.
Echolin, yeah.
Ekelin. Yeah, that's a good one. I think Kyle Graves, our friend, is really into him.
Wasn't he there when they got signed for that first record?
I know he was there. Oh yeah, true. He was also there.
I remember him saying like he was the only one that liked them at the label or something.
Yeah, and he was also there when John Mayer got signed.
Could be.
Yeah, he even has.
That's
like,
right. See, this guy knows Before These Crowded Streets. That is straight up a prog record right there. Well, all right. We talked about Thank You Scientists. There's some news. They announced a headlining tour of North America. So that's cool for those guys. I'd love to see a full album come out from them sometime soon.
Yeah.
So you can check out dates on our website or on their Facebook and all that. Jeff, the Bill Bruford box set that was announced. You want to talk about that a little bit?
This is an interesting one. Bill Bruford, I guess, how many people were in Yes, King Crimson, and Genesis? And the answer is only him. So certainly a key person throughout prog and lots of other things. Famously now retired, and certainly the drumsticks are packed away, but
let's not forget that he's Dr. Bill Bruford with
Dr.
a PhD.
Bill, and pursuing his academic pursuits, but also kind of getting his back catalogue in order. So there's a 6-disc set coming out. A little bit of some rumblings of disappointment in the Yes community that there isn't anything brand new on it, but the discs are split. It's called Making a Song and Dance, a complete career collection, and it is, it has pretty much everything. The first 2 discs are called The Collaborator, and it's got the Yes classic stuff. It's got King Crimson. It's got UK. It's got Anderson, Bruford, Wakeman, Howe, right the way through that period. Then 2 discs called The Composing Leader, and I suppose that was when he moved to band leader for the Bruford band, for Earthworks, for Bruford Levin, and then disc 5 is the special guest, so him playing on Chris Squire, Al Di Meola, Steve Howe, Buddy Rich albums, and then the last disc is the improviser and some of the stuff that he did with Patrick Moraz, David Torn, Michael Borslap, and a whole lot of things. So it's a chunky 6-disc set, I guess one of those ones that I probably have a lot of what's on it, but I'm really interested to hear it all together. I suppose these things are a bit like the artist's own playlist of their career. An interesting one coming out on let me see, 29th of April.
Yep.
So speaking of Yes, Geoff, I heard tell that John Anderson is intending to tour some form of Yes in 2023, and that he's going big or going home. Kind of, he's saying that they'll do Close to the Edge, Gates of Delirium, Awaken.
But who's going to be with
all
him
the
in that?
classic stuff?
Do you know?
And I heard tell that that Brand X's keyboard player Chris Clark would be joining that band. So do you know more about that, Geoff?
So I do, and I'm trying to remember. So Chris Clark, Brand X, who's also been in the Cruise, I think, a number of times. I mean, I think certainly a few people have talked about him playing him playing various Yes songs. Let me just double check, because oh yes, I've remembered now. So his backing band is going to be a group called the Band Geeks, and I don't know if you've ever seen them, but
like
if you
a
check
Yes
out
tribute band, yeah.
they're sort of I think over lockdown they recorded sort of various studio things, but they're I mean, they've done quite a number of Yes covers. They're a very, very capable band, and certainly
They just released a version of Close to the Edge this past week, didn't they?
Yeah. So certainly, a band who are very capable of pulling that off. So yeah, it'll be interesting.
That'd be great.
What a keyboard player!
And
Wow.
I suppose the other Yes related news, I don't think you guys touched on it last week, is that the much anticipated 2019 album series tour featuring this album, Relayer, was something Yes fans are very excited about. Most of this music, apart from Gates of Delirium, hasn't been played since 1976, and obviously it got postponed, and then it got thrown away.
Replaced
close
to the edge.
No, I think we did touch on it, but yeah,
we did talk about it again.
It's good to bring up.
It's just as well I wasn't on last week, because I was quite cross about that. But hey, it's Yes. They're still out there playing. Hopefully, they'll throw in a few songs from The Quest, their recent album, and only a few weeks away before I see them in Dublin.
That's cool. That's nice. Also, there's every month there's a new Jethro Tull book announced, and there was another new one announced recently called "Lend Me Your Ears," which we wrote about as well. You know anything about that one?
I think it's got a lot of it is band member recollections, but also fan recollections. So I think it's a bit of a sort of a compilation of lots of stories and lots of different people's viewpoints, not necessarily band members throughout the year. So whenever if we get a copy of that, we'll throw up a review of that to let you know what that's about.
Yeah. Should we check out some tunes and see how that goes?
Check out some tunes.
Yeah, let's do it.
So the big release this week was yesterday. The big single was the new one from James LaBrie, Devil in Drag. He announced a new album called Beautiful Shade of Grey. Comes out on May 20th. The single's good. It's more of an acoustic record if you listen to the song, which is kind of neat for him. It's not aggressive at all. His son, Chance, is playing drums, which is cool.
Chance or Chase?
Chance. And cool song. Can we bring that up?
In a bit. Hang on. Let me just do a setup. Can you tell people again about the copyright thing in case we go away?
Yeah. So, we've checked into this. We should be allowed to play clips of songs. We're not going to play the whole song, obviously. Last time they let us play about 5 different songs, then we played one and it shut us down. So, but we think we're going to be okay. If not, if we do get cut off, that sort of means the end of the podcast live stream for today. So, but let's see how we get through this. And
in case we do go out, try refreshing it and checking in like a couple minutes later, because we might just be out for those 2 minutes and then we're back and we can, still chat about stuff. But yeah, let's check out James LaBrie, Devil in Drag.
Start the song actually at about the 30-second mark, because the whole first 30 seconds is just intro.
Okay, let me go back here a little bit. Guys, let us know if audio levels are good, because when you have music in the background, it gets weirder.
Yeah. Let's see how this works.
I
And
really like
if you have any suggestions, that's cool too.
the keyboards here, very deep purplish.
I really dig the style of this song. I really think it's cool.
Keys are brilliant.
Geoff, I think you need to get louder just a little bit.
Yeah. Didn't hear the last thing you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Yes,
record's really
Explorers Club was badass. Yeah, I like that album. A lot of guests. The first one was really good.
good. The animation is great, man. I mean,
Yeah.
he gets creative. This guy that does it.
Yeah.
Who is that? I know Labrie showed this one of the horns.
Yeah, James's son is on drums.
Oh, so is that him with the horns?
Oh, in the video? No.
Yeah, on the video, no. Because I know James shows up.
It's a great sound, I think. Really good.
Yeah, it really works.
He reminds me a lot of Forsaken. Like the same vibe, you know. That's what I get, like the kind of the way he sings it too.
It's cool that it sounds. It's it's his voice, so it has that Dream Theater sound, but it sounds nothing like what Dream Theater would do.
You would never
kinda-
you would never have those big strummy guitars in a Dream Theater.
Right.
He was literally on fire in that clip. Did you notice? They just pointed that out.
Can anyone hear Geoff? Or is he still too
No,
loud?
he's
I can hear
too low.
Geoff. I just can't hear the music.
You can't hear them.
Sorry,
We all
man.
can-
Again.
We'll have to figure
We
that
all hear
out
the
later.
music.
Did you click
Alright.
on the link I sent?
Let's I think I might still be too loud. Hello.
Oops.
Yeah, Geoff needs more volume.
Sorry.
Should I turn me up? I can turn
You're good
me
now.
up if you
I
want
think you're
me
okay
to.
now. You're okay.
Yeah,
now.
yeah, you're okay now. I messed up with the stream layout. Sorry, guys.
All right, so we try something else.
yeah. I can go.
Hey, not quite prog, but have you guys heard the song "Mind's Eye" by Joe Bonamassa? There's a prog link with Joe because of Black Country Communion and Derek Sherinian, but that is a really, really good song by a really, really good guitarist and vocalist, Joe Bonamassa.
Are we clear to play that one?
Have you got it?
I don't have any clearance on that one, but we could try it.
We can do like 20 seconds.
Yeah,
just
I
to
would
know what
stick
Nick's
to,
talking
I would
about.
stick to 30 seconds max.
Okay.
It sort of got billed as his kind of proggy album. I heard a few tracks.
What's
and they
the
were-
title again? Sorry, Nick.
It's called Mind's Eye
Mind's Eye.
by
Okay.
Joe Bonamassa.
Like Hakens. Okay, let me grab it real quick.
Live and in the moment.
No
See,
pressure.
yeah, lots of positive comments about James Labrie. Victor says he's literally on fire, which he was in the
It
video.
literally was on fire. It's true.
Mm.
Correct use of the word.
Animated fire.
Okay,
Can't wait to hear that album.
let's do like 30 seconds of Joe Bonamassa.
At least I'll know I've heard this one.
It's like Joe does Devin Townsend.
Kind of, yeah.
It's very mellow.
Someone is echoing. The video is cool. It reminds me of one of Christian's videos. And there's our 30 seconds.
Yeah.
This is all we
Good
get.
enough for me. Okay.
But
moving
I
on.
like the
Enough.
vibe. It's cool stuff.
Good enough.
Yeah, I
We
guess.
didn't, we didn't check out.
There's a South African connection there with the drummer who's Anton Fig.
Oh,
Do you know him?
I don't know Anton.
No. Okay.
We didn't check out the new Porcupine Tree song last time. I don't think
South Africa's second
Oh.
best drummer.
on the new day. Should we
Okay.
pull that up?
Yeah, on the new day.
I think we should be okay on that one.
Off the new day, right?
Of the New Day, sorry. Yep.
Whoops.
See,
Wait.
Stephen Wilson's book has been delayed by a month, apparently.
Oh, was it?
I think that
It
was
was-
a conscious decision by him.
Okay.
I think he asked for it to be delayed.
Why?
Pandemic reasons, coincide with the tour, business reasons.
There's someone echoing.
Yeah, someone is... turn off your YouTube volume.
So while the silence is happening, anybody listen to Lobate Scarp?
Sorry, what?
Lobate Scarp?
Yeah, that single, the one video where we
Yeah,
shared
yeah.
it on the channel a while back.
Yeah, look, I mean, I love anything related to Spock's.
Rio's
like
on it.
Pat
Rio's on that
Mesiti
one, and I think
yeah,
Jimmy.
Keegan, Rio.
Yeah, that's pretty
It's
cool.
pretty good. It's pretty good, I think.
What do you guys think of the Porcupine Tree track?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Very mellow.
I thought that was good.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's really good that they just haven't. You know, it's not Lazarus or Blackest Eyes or something like that. I mean, it sounds like them, but it doesn't sound exactly like everything they've done before. I think it's good. I've enjoyed both tracks. It'll be an interesting album here. A bit more kind of stripped back, I suppose, than maybe. I mean, it sounds sort of like.
So, I think it's interesting to bring up the fact that they're doing a lot of press now, and there's an interesting long article in the Guardian that I saw. I don't know if you guys read that,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
they basically refer to the band as a trio for its like entire history. It's
Right.
pretty bizarre.
And then somebody posted a pic of Colin Edwin saying his name is Colin Edwin.
Well, every comment on the article and on socials, everybody writing is just how are they ignoring he's been removed from history. I mean, I get that he's not in the band. That's fine. That's a conscious decision. But I mean, like the guy refers to the band as a trio. The last time this trio performed together was back then, and now the trio are back together, and like
it made for a very strange read. Like history was just
weird.
eradicated.
I love this part.
There's a British music magazine which is kind of quite I suppose sort of rock magazine, but not kind of heavy rock magazine, sort of part classic rock, part older stuff, called Mojo. And there's a big feature in Mojo this month about Porcupine Tree, but it kind of was one of those kind of
Hey Dan, cut the song so we don't go too long on it.
a big article that didn't say a whole lot other than we're back. And I think the thing they're sort of they're playing around with this, is this the last one? Well, there might be another one. Well, if we ended it here, we're all happy that we ended with this one. And so I think there's a bit of ambiguity, but
Look at the title, closure continuation.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think I think they're leaving it open in case it's really successful, and then maybe it'll be worth doing again. But listen, I think we're all happy that there's a new album, and
So last week I mentioned that Craig Blundell was joining Frost again because Darby Todd couldn't make the tour. Well, of course, it turns out that Darby Todd now has joined Kuiper, the Swedish Progress.
Right.
And
yes, right.
there's a new album. There's a new album in the works there. I don't know if that had anything to do with his inability to tour with Frost, but one thing leads to another. I'm really looking forward to hearing that Kuiper album. Really like that band a lot.
Yep. Another one. Do you want to bring up? So Alex Lifeson is in this new band called Envy of None.
Okay, Envy of None.
Which they have an album coming out next month, I think, on K-Scope, and but it's not heavy guitar driven. I mean, I don't know. The little bits I've listened to, he's not that upfront in the music. They have a female singer. It's cool stuff. It's more alternative kind of sounding. But they put out a new video called Look Inside this past week, or was it end of last week? We can check out a little bit of that. You want to bring that up?
Yep, it's already playing. Envy of None. The song is called Look Inside.
Yeah, let's stick to a minute of this one because I don't know if this one will.
I haven't heard this yet, so
Yeah, me neither.
I'm interested.
You know what, Dan? Maybe jump ahead 30 seconds so we can get some of the actual song. Yeah.
Getty's changed quite a bit.
A totally different person now.
Well, I like her
Oh.
voice.
Oh, by the way, apparently Getty is appearing in some TV show, and he's going to be appearing as the character Tom Sawyer.
Tom Sawyer. Yeah, I read that.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
I don't know what to make of that Envy of None. I mean, it's kind of cool, but I imagine it's not what anybody was expecting.
It's a bit of a sort of Evanescence type kind of sound to it.
Kind
Interesting.
of a different vibe, right? It's
Yeah.
very mellow and kind of mystique.
But it's
Yeah.
cool.
Let
check
me
out that album.
bring up a cool video from my man's Michael Romeo.
Oh yeah. The is this the playthrough?
Yeah, the playthrough. He's been doing some of these, and I think this is one thing that we can watch together that's really cool. Nick, are you able to access the website? Can you watch the video but you cannot hear? Is that a problem?
Who, me, Dan?
Yeah, you.
For me.
There's just nothing coming up on.
I mean, the playing on this is so insane.
Yeah.
He shreds so effortlessly. I mean, he barely looks like he's moving his fingers. It's incredible.
It is. Okay, so let's check it out. This is from his new album, War of the Worlds Part 2, which I reviewed and we talked about it on a podcast, me, Roy, and him. This is just one bit of a song and it's his solo section, so check this out. There you go.
I love it. It's so badass. I mean, it's incredible.
As you say, it's like his
just
face
looks like
doesn't. His face isn't matching with what his fingers are doing.
Yeah, no, he's just
it's like boring. It's like
Yeah.
boring to him. It's like
yeah. And this is insane stuff, dude.
And he kind of goes,
Yeah.
you know when he talked about that song Nevermore on the podcast. Remember that?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he said he picked it because it's so like it's just him playing 16th notes for the entire time. Like the guitar is insane. I actually was listening to that song and it is non-stop
really bad.
for 5 minutes. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
Dude, like watching these guys live, and I have for like way too many times. He's just standing there and he does his little hair flips, but it's like zero effort. It looks like it's supernatural to him.
"Like pattern-seeking animals." Can we have some PSA?
Yeah,
The rock,
sure.
paper, scissors. We can check a little bit of that.
Yeah.
I don't think the last time we got cut off on pattern seeking animals. So
Oh, we
bye
did.
everyone.
Yeah.
Just in case, we'll see what happens. We're gonna try pattern seeking animals one more time.
Let the
me-
fun begins.
Let the fun begin. Okay, hang on. Pulling up now. I'll go towards the middle if that's okay with you guys.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's a slower tune anyway. Oh, right on the chorus, perfect. Ted's vocals on this album are really great. He's such an incredible singer.
It's the Ted Leonard show for this album.
And the
Even
video's
wrote two
really
of the
cool
songs.
too.
It's funny, being someone that doesn't speak English natively, I hear I hear stuff very differently than the actual lyrics before knowing what they mean.
Oh, what did you think they were saying here?
And I'm trying to remember because it was definitely not rock paper scissors. It was like I think it maybe was don't be persistent. I mean, I wasn't actually trying to know what he was saying. I was just looking persistent. I don't know.
So are they on the cruise, or is it
They
just
are.
they are on the
They
cruise
are.
and they're
Yeah.
at Ross?
Their
Ross
first
Fest.
gig is at Rosfest just before the cruise, and gigs 2 and 3.
Basketballers asked if we've seen Leprous on this tour. No.
Yeah,
Ironically, they were in
sadly-
Orlando the very same night Dream Theater was, and I had tickets to see Dream Theater, unfortunately. But I have seen Leprous live many times, and they're fantastic. They're an amazing live band.
Yeah.
Really
They're
great.
one of my favorite bands. I never watched live, and I
Oh my
really
God,
hope
they're so
someday
good.
I can make it. So I'm bringing this up now. If you guys are familiar, Geoff, with the band Pain of Salvation,
I've heard that name
you've heard that name.
before.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm bringing this up, just a quick snippet. Leo Margaret, who is their drummer, he posts some covers, really drum playthroughs of some songs, and it's really impressive. And this is for Waking Every God, and it's really cool because he posts them rather often, actually. This is just the newest one, and it was one of the videos that I watched this week. I thought it would be cool to bring it up here.
It's very. No, I'm glad he speeded up.
So he's just posting these now, kind of randomly on his own?
Yeah, he does it. I mean, he's been doing it for years, but it's a cool song.
He's sitting very high.
Yeah, that's how I play drums too.
He must
Yeah.
have copied you.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right, so Geoff, you had mentioned Von Hertzen Brothers that you.
Yeah. So I mentioned it because Prog magazine arrived this week, and it's got a feature on Close to the Edge, 50 years, and their album of the month is Von Hertzen Brothers. I know Prog magazine are very keen on. There's also a big Roy. Let me see if I can find it here. Big feature on Tears for Fears.
The quintessential prog group.
And yeah, Von Hertzen Brothers, and it says early contender for album of the year. So
Okay.
yeah, we check out.
I don't know, man. The little bit I've heard from them, they don't strike me as prog that much.
I've got to say they're very competent musicians. I saw them at High Voltage, I think, possibly with at the same time that you were there, Joe. They're very
You're listening
good live
to
band. And
All of a Sudden You Were Gone by Von Hertzen Brothers. Sorry, Nick.
Yeah, go ahead, Dan.
No, you can say. I was just saying the song title.
They're a very, very technically proficient band. They're great musicians, and I would say they. I mean, weird time signatures, dizzying.
Really? I gotta check more of them out. I'll be honest. I've only heard a few songs and it never didn't strike me.
They're pretty proggy. But I thought they'd gone away. Honestly, I mean, I hadn't heard anything from them since
Not much to take away from that.
2016, 2015.
Video's cool though.
Yeah.
I think that's
High
a
production.
like a 10-minute song. I think so. I
Yeah.
guess we probably heard
You cannot really judge from a 30
a
seconds
couple of
snippet.
minutes of it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be like safe with these timestamps, you know.
I think that's
just
fair.
30
Sure.
seconds.
That's
so.
a good way to go.
I wish we could like just do a whole playlist and just chill here and listen to like 4 hours of music. But that's not
other
really
one
allowed, is it?
Do you have the other one that I suggested?
Bjorn Reese?
Bjorn Reese.
The Siren.
It was
That's
I
also
read-
really mellow.
Yeah, he kind of is he's in the band Airbag, but his solo material, it's a sort of Dave Gilmour, Steve Rothery type vibe to his guitar. In fact, he has a I think it's him who has a kind of a website about the Dave Gilmour guitar style and what kind of gear you can buy and how to get the sound of different things. He's a bit of a Gilmour Gilmore buff, and it's certainly reflected in what he plays.
Airbag are pretty cool. They've got some
Yeah.
good stuff.
I'm pulling up Beyond Reese.
RIIS BJ. Yeah.
Middle of the song, straight up.
See.
When you see her on the edge, when you see her falling down,
Roy just passed out.
Yeah, he's no Dave Matthews, right?
No, man, I think it's cool. It's very delicate.
He's got a good sound.
Yeah.
He's got a good sound.
I gotta check this out later, dude. We're listening to way too many bands today. I don't think I can make
Really running through
every
them.
one of them for next week.
Every one of them 10 seconds.
Yeah. I think Christian recommended one here. Let me see. Kairos.
He did.
You know Kairos? Kairos. Whatever.
Kairos.
Yes,
Sure.
Kairos.
Yeah, yeah.
Kairos. One.
Oh no,
Uno. Sorry, not one.
it's all the same to you.
Should this be the
Not
last one
really.
for today? Let's close out on this one.
Yeah, we can do another one if you guys
Before
want.
YouTube closes us out.
I'm checking the stream. We're safe, dude.
We've done well so far.
Yeah, we've behaved.
are you guys ready?
Yeah.
They are ready.
You are.
All right. Let's go.
It looks like one of my videos.
I was literally going to say that.
Man, this is cool.
Yeah. Oh, you know what we should play, Dan?
What?
Arch Echo.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
After
Arch
this,
Echo.
because I saw they opened for Dream Theater, and I'd seen them before, but they were really great.
Guitar's quite high up.
Yeah. He's the Leo
Well, that's
Margaret
the
of guitar
move. That's the
players.
move for these newer instrumental bands. You got to have the guitar way up.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
you don't have a belly, it's
It's like
I think Charlie from Haken, he plays really high up too.
yeah. Well, Alan Holdsworth as well, Dunnery as well.
Petrucci
Dunnery
to an
was-
extent.
Connery does
Yeah.
too, yeah.
Daniel Levy. Yeah, lots of talented guys in that pool.
no. You know who we should play is the International Prog Group.
Yeah, we should do sometime.
Yeah, if we
Stranded.
could finish a certain song, we could play that.
I mean, we'll get there. I've been saying this for
Yeah, we're
3 weeks. Oh man. Next topic should be prog songs from non-prog bands. I agree.
I think we've done that.
I mean, but not in a live setting where people can recommend, right?
Yeah, we can do that here.
We're just gonna be playing Coldplay and Dave
Well-
Matthews Band.
We just need to
Oh,
check that
no,
we don't get
there are
accused
loads
of,
more. Toto.
accused of stealing the idea.
Right.
Oh yeah, so Kairos, really cool. I'll be checking them out
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Good
sure.
band.
I think
Great
I have. I
band.
think I have one of their albums.
Arch Echo, we're doing Color Wheel. That's a cool one. And there's a cool video for it too.
Yeah, I have Kairos' album Vox Humana.
Yeah, I've got that one too.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Dude,
These guys are ridiculous.
how long
players.
can we play this, Roy? 1 minute?
I think they're probably okay. They're indie.
Youngsters.
Indie's usually a little safer.
All these bombs going off.
If you like this kind of music and you want to hear it for like 60 minutes straight, just listen to it. Because it never
Oh,
stops.
can I?
Yeah.
But look where his guitar is.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Right here. and he's always like
This guy's a really great guitar
Is that the guy that
player.
played with Devon? No.
No.
And the new modern bands, they always play Strandbergs. It's like the norm now.
Yeah.
Cool video too. I mean, the way they edited it
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
It's really cool.
So how were they live, Roy? Really good.
Ridiculous. They're great. I had actually seen them before once, but they're really good. They're fun. It's a really good opening group for something like Dream Theater. Actually, it fits.
Hey, it's cool because like all the DT fans, they like technical stuff and instrumental bits.
Oh yeah, people were just giving them standing ovations and stuff. It was cool.
Cool sound. There's no Fuzzy Bear vocals or anything about to come in?
No, there's no singing.
Could I listen to it? It's good.
Okay, let's avoid epilepsy. All right. So,
Yeah.
any last songs, recommendations? We've been live for almost an
Hey,
hour.
here's a good idea. Frantic Dave says an awesome topic would be prog from where you live to check out. Amazing Brazilian, South African bands. Yeah, I'd be up for that.
Yeah, I'd need to
Not a
do
bad
some
idea.
studying, but definitely.
Yes, there's a lot of prog out of Fort Lauderdale.
There's a lot of prog out of the
There's more.
UK.
There's more out of
We
Fort
win.
Lauderdale than there is out of here.
There's
dude, believe
Dave
me.
Kersner's nearby.
Yeah. I mean,
He has a
from
new
that
album on
alone,
the way.
he
I
has
think we
like
talked
12
about that,
bands.
The Traveler.
So. Yeah. I
Moving
mean,
on.
so any last songs, guys? Any ideas? I mean, we should play Lalu. What do you think?
We didn't play that last time?
No, we didn't.
Yeah, let's, okay.
I mean,
let's
speaking
close on
of
that.
Dave
That's cool.
Kersner, every time I say Lalu, I always think of that one song that he has.
Yeah, yeah,
Ooh,
yeah,
Lalu.
on.
You know, the alien singing.
Christian Rio says Last Train Home. And Stranded.
No. That's not,
Stranded
no.
says Vic.
Let me
Yeah,
check.
go
I
ahead
assume
and
he
play,
means Stranded by Kite Parade, I assume he means.
we played Kite Parade last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and do the Lalu.
Let me just check.
So where are Lalu from, or who are they? I've never heard them. Or heard of them.
I don't know where they're from.
Me neither.
Actually.
I didn't do my studying, but I will find out right now. Lalu, band this guy. While we listen to him. Let me go here and play. Dude, the songs, they have a big variety of songs. This one has Steve Walsh, Tony Franklin, Jens Johnson, and Gary Workham. It's called Paint the Sky.
Oh,
Really
that's the
cool
guy
tune.
from what's his name?
I did hear this song. It is cool.
Simon Phillips, Jordan Rudez in the album.
Yeah, Jordan Rudess is there too.
Damian Wilson.
Yeah, Damien is the singer.
So it's Vivian Lalu, who's the keyboard player. Prog Magazine's review calls it similar to a Trevor Rabin era Yes sound.
I don't hear that.
Couldn't hear Alan White doing those blast beats.
And they are French.
I think they is a person rather than a band.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
so too.
there we go.
This is the Chosen Ones.
Drummer is good, man.
Sorry if the stream layout is kind of messed up sometimes. I'm getting the hang of it.
Dude, that drumming is awesome.
Yeah.
Is that Simon Phillips?
No, that's
No.
some guy.
I think Simon Phillips guessed someone's song. There's Damien.
His name is some guy Lalu. He's French.
Vivian.
Oh, there, I see the video now. Yeah, that's just some guy. I wonder what it costs to get Jordan Rudess to appear on the album.
let me forward it a little bit, because there's a keyboard solo it's clearly Rudis. There it is.
So Jordan is on this one?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, there he is.
watch the screen. Fate's Warning is not where Verkamp's from.
Nice. That was good. Really good.
Yeah. And I think, Geoff, if you want to check them out, I think the song that you will really like is called Witness to the World. So this is my recommendation specifically to you.
Is it a ballad?
Sort of. You know, it's a harder ballad. It has a really great guitar solo. I mean, this album was the big surprise for me this week, checking it out. Does good stuff in general.
I shall.
Nice. So, thanks everyone for checking it
this
out.
was good. We made it through. Nice job, everybody.
I mean, I just got a warning. Heads up. We've detected copyrighted audio and video in your stream. Your stream may be temporarily blocked.
Did you really?
I just got it.
For what song?
I mean, I'm guessing Lalu, but I'm not sure. I mean, I can still see us. So
Well, we were going to wrap up anyway, so that's cool. All right, everybody.
yeah,
We'll do this again soon.
yeah.
Possibly
was
next
awesome.
week.
Thank
It
you
might
for
be
that.
next Saturday because this time kind of works for me and Roy. But if you're watching this after the fact, let us know in the comments. I mean, if you want us to try a
We're
different
gonna,
time.
yeah. I
or-
mean, I think we're gonna do most of the time. It'll be Saturday, and then we may occasionally mix it up and do another day here and there, just to see if we could bring some other people in and
Yeah.
stuff.
And let us know, like, albums to check out, songs in general. Just, send 1,000 recommendations and we might listen to 2.
Thanks for some of the people tuned in. The Raven Effect, Frantic Victor,
Yeah.
MW, RN3037.
Christian,
He's
Troy.
a robot. Christian, Troy. There was Baskin Ballers, Daniel's mum.
What?
Is that the username or is it my actual mom?
No, well, Selma Ray.
Or is that a
Yeah,
band for us
it's
to
my
check out?
mom. Yeah,
That's
mine.
Daniel's actual mum.
Beijo. Dude,
Beijo.
you
What's
got
it?
to have your fan base, man.
Absolutely.
Alright,
So
guys.
yeah, good talking to you guys, Nick.
Good.
Let's keep it in the call. I would just end stream now, but this was fun.
And
Hi, everyone.
yeah, make sure to stay tuned, subscribe to the podcast. So we have another podcast interview coming out this week, and send us your recommendations.
And make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe
below
and
or
ring
here,
the bell.
wherever it is.
And-
All right, we got to do all those things. It's like the rules.
yeah. It's,
All right,
it's the
bye,
rule.
guys.
Bye, everyone. Thanks.
Hi, everyone.
The stream.